What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Let's dive into our first news. BKFC 82 went down tonight and Mike Perry defeated Jeremy Stephens via TKO in the 5th round. After the fight, Perry addressed Conor McGregor, saying anything he might have ridiculed in the company. He apologizes to absolutely nobody. He called himself the king of violence, doing what he wants and being grateful for it. Perry added that seeing the event live makes you want to take part, and he's lining up his next fight. He expressed respect for McGregor and said he'd love to face him someday, honoring the legacy of violence in the sport. Before moving to the next news, we have one quick request for you. We are constantly working on improving our content to earn your love and support. That is why we truly appreciate it if you could take just a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on MMA Pulse News. Moving on to another news, in the co-main event, Merab Dvalishvili defeated Cory Sandhagen via unanimous decision, putting on a dominant performance. Merab became the first fighter in UFC history to reach 100 career takedowns, now totaling 117. He landed 20 takedowns on Sandhagen tonight, just one shy of Khabib's record of 21 takedowns in a single fight. Henry Cejudo reacted, calling Merab the greatest bantamweight of all time and arguably the greatest UFC fighter on the planet. He praised Merab's improved striking, grit, world-renowned pace, and relentless pressure, saying he is a great champion. Octagon acknowledged Cory's effort, but admitted Merab was better and expressed excitement to test him next. Bilal Muhammad added that Merab is improving with every fight, while Rampage Jackson simply said Merab was just too much. Kamaru Usman called Merab a machine and noted it was a hell of a fight from both men. Merab himself commented on his performance, saying Pereira looked good and that he is ready to stay busy. He mentioned wanting a quick turnaround fight in December if Dana White allows it, but if not, he'll continue getting better and warned that somebody is in big trouble. Moving on to another news, in the main event, Pereira defeated Magome Goliath via TKO in the 1st round, putting on an impressive performance. After the fight, Alex asked the crowd to observe a moment of silence for Jon Jones's older brother Arthur, who sadly passed away on Friday at 39 years old. Jon responded to Alex on X, writing, "Wow, Alex," with a praying hands emoji. Justin Gaethje praised Alex, calling him a straight inspiration, who came back and reclaimed victory not once, but twice, labeling him a beast. Henry Cejudo said, "Powhatan is back on top of the world," while Max Holloway simply reacted, "Damn." Diego Lopez added, "Powhatan, no chance today. The champ is back." Renato Moicano called Alex the best Brazilian fighter to ever exist, and Derek Brunson noted how quick the fight was. Kamaru Usman commented, "Geez." Pereira came to thump, and Anthony Pettis said Alex is different. Peter Yan added that it was a reminder that rematches can look very different from the first fight. Alex spoke after the victory, reflecting on his performance. He said vengeance is never a good thing and can act as a kind of poison. He admitted he wasn't in great condition during their first fight, which many didn't believe, but tonight he was very well prepared. He mentioned having a whole speech ready and discussing it with his team beforehand. Alex also paid respect to Jon Jones and his family, asking everyone to take a moment of silence for Arthur. He recounted his day, mentioning he had several meetings and unexpectedly ran into someone at the PI, which led to discussions about potentially moving up to heavyweight. Alex emphasized focusing on tonight first before considering future fights. He praised the fighter as an absolute stud, noting how he flies in from vacation in Australia to step in when someone falls out, fights when hurt, and wants to challenge everyone. Alex described him as a dream for the organization, someone who brings excitement and professionalism to the sport. The night ended with celebrations and recognition of both skill and respect in the MMA world, highlighting the resilience and dedication of fighters like Pereira. Moving on to another news, Joe Rogan recently broke down the hypothetical matchup between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall, and his insights have sparked a lot of discussion in the MMA community. Rogan highlighted one of Jones's biggest weaknesses, something even some of his biggest fans rarely mention. According to Rogan, despite being one of the greatest of all time, Jones would be outmatched in terms of speed and agility against Aspinall. He explained that Aspinall's combination of natural size, power, and quick movement makes him a very difficult opponent for someone like Jones, who has never relied on pure speed as his strongest asset. Rogan was particularly impressed by Aspinall's 250-pound frame, noting that it gives him a distinct advantage in the heavyweight division. The man from Manchester possesses incredible explosiveness and mobility, which can create serious challenges for fighters who typically compete at light heavyweight, like Jones. Rogan emphasized that Aspinall is not easy to take down, and there's no chance he would ever drop to 205 pounds, which would force him to fight at a lighter weight class. This naturally enhances his speed and strength, making him a formidable adversary against someone who usually fights smaller, more technical opponents. He went on to explain how Aspinall's speed and agility could overwhelm Jones, especially when combined with his size and knockout power. The dynamic is what makes this theoretical matchup so fascinating. While Jones has dominated at light heavyweight for years, facing a big, fast, natural heavyweight would present unique problems. Rogan pointed out that these gaps in speed and explosiveness are a legitimate concern, and they make Aspinall a very dangerous hypothetical opponent. This conversation has resurfaced now that Jones has announced his comeback. Fans are curious to see if he can adjust his style to compete against the next generation of heavyweights. Jones seems to be pushing hard for a spot at the upcoming White House event, but as of now, Dana White has expressed hesitations about the matchup. Despite that, Rogan noted that anything can happen, and there's still plenty of time before the event, which leaves room for unexpected developments. The discussion also touched on how different Jones would look against an opponent like Aspinall, who combines size, strength, and speed in a way that very few fighters can. Rogan's analysis highlighted that this fight would test every aspect of Jones's skill set, from his wrestling and striking to his ability to adapt under pressure. The contrast between Jones's technical mastery and Aspinall's raw athletic attributes makes this one of the most intriguing what-if scenarios in MMA today. Overall, Rogan's breakdown paints a picture of a fight where Jones could be pushed to his limits in ways he rarely has been. Aspinall's combination of natural heavyweight power, explosive speed, and agility makes him a nightmare matchup for someone who has never been the fastest fighter in the cage. As Jones prepares for his comeback, fans and analysts alike will be keeping a close eye on any developments, wondering if a bout against Aspinall could actually come to fruition at a future White House event. A bombshell just dropped out of Russian media. Influencer Alanbeck Badv released a teaser clip of his new interview with Arman, where he confirmed he had a run-in with Paddy Pimblett just hours ago. The exact location wasn't revealed, but all signs point to Las Vegas since UFC 320 is attracting plenty of big names with two massive title fights set for the card. Arman didn't hold back when sharing the details. According to him, things didn't turn physical, but there was definitely a heated back and forth between the two lightweights. This news comes only days after Arman's next fight was officially announced against Dan Hooker. That matchup could have serious implications for the lightweight title picture. Arman made it clear that he's focused on the fight, but this unexpected face-off with Paddy is already stirring conversation. Fans know Arman has been steadily climbing the ranks, and a strong showing against Hooker would push him even closer to a title shot. On the other side, Paddy's trajectory looks slightly different, but just as intriguing. The most likely next step for Paddy appears to be a showdown with Ilya. Arman himself mentioned during the interview that this is the UFC's plan, hinting that the promotion wants to line up Ilya against Paddy in early 2026. That fight would be massive for the featherweight division, especially since Ilya has been chasing a high-profile opponent to cement his reign. Arman also revealed that the UFC is not too happy with Justin Gaethje's stance about retiring if he doesn't get a fight soon. The promotion seems to be steering the spotlight toward Ilya and Paddy instead, leaving Gaethje's future in question. With UFC 320 just around the corner, tensions are running high. Arman and Paddy crossing paths adds another layer of drama to an already stacked week. Even without a physical altercation, the heated exchange is enough to grab headlines and fuel speculation about future matchups. Fans will now have their eyes on both fighters to see how things unfold in the coming months. For Arman, the Dan Hooker fight is the immediate test. For Paddy, the looming clash with Ilya is the bigger picture. With all these moving parts, it's clear that the lightweight and featherweight divisions are shaping up for some explosive battles in the near future.
That's it from MMA Pulse News. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.